Is there anybody else that he's trying to get in? Did you guys win yet?
Okay.
My hair's goofy.
That's good.
Do the Dom special.
Yeah, straight up.
Clean.
Do you guys ever use? Okay, all good. I'm just curious if we can just talk.
You'll use whatever.
So try and make this pretty quick.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Speed run this.
Wait. Okay, start it and we'll talk about it.
Take us through what just happened, start to finish. Start with. So, what happened out there for this water container challenge was we had to split a log and carve out the inside and make a cup or a water vessel. Bring water from the river to our buckets, about 100 meters away, maybe less.
And our first 2 trips down to the water, like 10 steps away from the river, like our things out of water.
The leak
like,
completely.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
And like it looks sealed. Like, I don't know, man. We like use cinch knots, whatever, like a shoelace knots or whatnot.
Yeah.
Still wasn't working. So another tips and tricks one. But yeah, say what we did.
Yes, we packed the bottom with dirt.
Dirt. Not as much. That go and flow out. That much.
Yeah. Actually, not even that much. Like actually,
whatever.
whatever.
Healthy amount.
Yeah, healthy
really
amount. We compress it. Then it's watertight, like 90%. And then you just run or jog back to the thing, dump it.
Yeah.
Go back.
So he said, I gotta cut you
yeah.
off here. What did you not plan for? Okay, what did
The bottom of our cup like fell out on one.
Oh yes,
one of
the
corners.
first one I did, just the bottom just caked off.
Bottom's out.
Put some peanut butter on that.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything, and we just had to like hold the bottom really
Tied it tight.
Everyone's saying, "Oh, my bottom broke." Oh my god, dude, that happened to everyone.
Yeah.
And happened to us the first log, right? So we're like, "Fuck, bro, like, okay, screw it. Let's just like really compact it."
It works.
I don't know. Yeah, pretty much.
Out of everyone out there, who did this challenge the best?
Who you are, who used wax sealant. I was thinking that at first, like, I swear the fire starter has wax and whatnot. Fire starter, that's what I meant. And then like, whatever, it's too clunky, wonky, let's just pack it with mud, and that ended up working too. But yeah, just straight up, the person used wax, and it's like they just went right away.
Fire starter with wax?
Fire starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Yeah, props to them. Kudos. All right.
Catch
you in the next episode.
Thanks, Shaq, for finding me the ball.
I don't think there's anyone. Check with Rio.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Thank you. I feel like I'm killed. My back would agree.
Testing.
Checkity check 1 2.
All right. So
Post challenge.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Post and pre-challenge.
No, just post.
It's only post.
Challenge. All right, let's do this quick because we got
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
All right, what happened out there? What happened out there was we split our logs, a basic cylinder, just small enough like 2 Coke cans.
Yep.
We broke off the bottom piece, the little shelf, and so now we had a plug that we had to fill. So that was like the crux.
Yeah, we were pretty much in the same boat. We didn't like break off the bottom, but that internal core of the log was like rotted, and there was like a section that was weak. So we had like we're just finagling with it, and then it snapped off the bottom. Just like as we're like tying it together, we didn't even like hit it or anything. It was just a rotted little weak spot. So we had to do the same thing, plug it up, cinch it real tight, threw some mud on the bottom down by the river. threw a bunch of sand in there, just whatever worked, just plug it full. So
And then I was like, there's a little bit left in here. I'll dump it on my head.
then
And
Sandy,
it was like,
yeah,
like, oh man. So,
didn't expect the sand. I think the team that did the best was
It
our.
was 15, right?
Yeah, but I mean, the people right next to us, they got second to last pick of the log.
Oh, yeah.
And then they ended up getting like second or third. So I think that they probably, in my opinion, did the best. They did a lot of good teamwork, good energy the whole time. Carved it out real nice, and then
Team 2.
yeah.
Team 2 crushed it.
yeah, there was a whole bunch of water up there when we got done. I was like, oh, but there were still like 7 or 8 that were just completely in construction.
This is the first competition, or this is the first challenge that like I even knew who might have done well. The other ones, it's like, who do you think did best? I'm like, I have no clue.
You roll it out. It's part of the challenge. It'll make sense. Oh yeah. I should listen to you. Around if you want to Do you want to have somebody shout that? Clarify that we can put the tattoos on, some questions. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and put your tattoo on. Put your tattoos on. My leg! I think we're passing up. So any extra that was about 25 That is what I'm thinking too, right? Water. You'd be surprised. Hey, need a tattoo, prayer. Are we ready, Tony? Does anybody, any other teams not have a tattoo yet? Every team has got one.
May does.
Anybody else? Any other teams? They will love We're going to start the first aid challenge. Anybody running? No? All right, Joel, go ahead and I'm actually just going to give top 3 places, but of course with the winning team. And first place was Team 15. Come on up. Come on up. Congratulations. Rise a water champion. You're too tall. You gotta kneel too. Don't bend the knee. There you go. Maybe just a nice square. Water champion. Good job. I can see the competition is getting real among people now. 2 more challenges left, right? So for those of you that are needing to kind of, get some higher scores, now's your time to really put in everything. So the next one is going to be first aid and extraction. And we have got Mr. Ian Anderson taking you through this. Ian, of course, has been raised by none other than Mr. Dan Anderson, so you can only imagine the skills that he's got. 2 times winner of the previous Pacific Northwest Survival.
Thing number 1 on his list. Not water, not shelter. Things in the world. So, first aid and extraction. When you're out in the was broken legs and twisted ankles. Okay? So that's what we are going to be doing for first. You want to suck that bone back inside. Splint it in place. And when you're going to split your knee and you're going to split your ankle. Okay? I don't want to see no half-ass hanging around, and that's what you're going to do in the real world. Okay? Split, you check for a pulse on the pedal pulse, out of the bottom. You will lose that limb just by splinting it, and if you would have just not splinted it, you might have saved that thing. Okay? So, my daughter can up. Okay, so, you guys don't have to do this, but for future reference, the pedal pulse is right here, and you check it with your 2 hands because your thumb actually has pulse. Okay, so we are going to simulate a broken tib fin. Okay, that's the 2 bones here. I don't remember which one's where. Tib. So we are going to split the joint above, which is the knee, and if you're out in the wilderness, I would probably use 4. So before we go ahead, we're going to feel for a pedal pulse. Okay. Once we have a pedal pulse, then we'll use 2 sticks side by side. Okay. And you want to cut them down to size. This is actually Jack's bed, so I just grabbed it and I'm reusing all the twine. So, leg straight up. Okay. So, what we want to do, what I like to do is 2 down here and even 2 up here. That way you can brace. Okay. So, go ahead and wrap the foot.
Hey Ian, how much did you already say this? How much would you extend above the knee?
Above the knee enough, I would probably go all the way up to the crotch. Okay. So, but you also have the femoral artery. So you want to go just below the foot swells. Okay. So you want to be able to take that knot back off. Okay. If your foot starts to swell, has anybody twisted an ankle, broken ankle, stuff like that? How big does your ankle get? About twice the size. So you need to be able to adjust these knots. And that's why I taught the figure 8 cinching knot. Is you can go under. Tie your knot, okay, over, around, back through, and you can adjust this knot later on, okay? You can cinch it down, tie a loop in it, and there you holding it on, okay? If you want to now loosen it up later on, good, you can cinch things down, you can adjust that knot super easy. Rather than untying a knot that got cinched down because your bones and your muscles were swelling, okay? So this one, super easy. Take it off, start swelling, okay? Always check for pedal pearls after you get it on because it's swelling to cut it off, okay? We're going to secure at the ankle, which is the joint below, and the joint above. I want you to secure over the knee? Nope, don't tie a knot over the knee. Do not tie a bunch of knots over the cut. Are we going to have them bandage the cut? I didn't see that in the paperwork. Tony? Okay. A t-shirt makes a good present. Okay. Put a bandage over it. Okay. So put a bandage on it, cover it up. Okay. And then once you put your braces on, don't tie over that. Don't cover it up, because later on you might want to see it. Okay. So no tie stuff over the cut. So if she has a cut here, I'm going to go ahead and do it this way, leave the cut open, and I'm going to tie another rope up here. Okay? I'm not going to tie her leg all up. Okay. So the question is, how far below the foot should the splints extend? Not very far. Because here you are, hobbling out of the woods, and you've got even 2 inches, and you're just going to rock your leg all over the place. And people going around trees, so I wouldn't go even with the foot, but a little bit below. Okay?
Another question.
I was going to make one suggestion. These sticks hurt, right? They got little points on them where branches are coming out. If you're tying that directly against the leg, you may cause cuts that weren't there in the first place. So wrap the leg gently in a sweatshirt, right? Especially where the split pieces are touching, and especially where the knots are, so you don't cause a problem that wasn't there in the first place.
Let's shave these off. Yep.
You have to be careful or what?
Or the whole leg. If you have shorts, then hey, you're good to go. Just splint it in the boot. But know that when you split a leg, when it's broken, or you want to take that shoe off, because your foot can start expanding and swelling, and your shoe is a very restricted piece. So, I would say no. If you have shorts or you have
That's a very, very...
my life in 14 years of sailing overseas. It is really good to put together a bundle that you need to cinch down. Okay? Not in the underline. That's so that your figure 8 knot doesn't pull back through under tension. Okay? You go around it. Okay, I'll try and show it. Okay, you go around it. Yeah, you could. Okay, so what you'll do is the side you have your knot back onto the side that has the knot. And what we're going to do is we're going to go around one complete revolution. A lot of people will stop right here and go back through, and they won't get their figure 8. So this is a figure 8. You should see an 8. If you don't see an 8 and you see something like this, you went through once. That's not an 8. Okay? You'll need a figure 8. If you want to do a figure 16 and go around like 5 different times, you can, but it'll be harder to get back out. Okay? That will cinch down too. Okay? Go around at least one time.
Are we able to help for the injured person on the knots?
Yeah, if you're conscious, yeah. Yeah. I had some people while the other person went and got something. Okay? So you can tie your own, if you got sticks, you can tie your own, but it better be good. If you can't reach down and touch your toes, don't tie that last knot, because it probably won't be good.
How long should the sticks be? Like,
Joint above and the joint below. Okay? If you want to make the outside one this long, don't make the inside one this long. Okay?
One other thing about taking a shoe off, as Ian mentioned appropriately, you need to know if they have pulses in their feet. You can't check pulse through a shoe. Right? So the easiest pulse on the foot is on the top of the foot, called the dorsal. Other worrisome signs, if someone has numbness or tingling, all right, they're losing their nerve supply to the foot. And those things are both very concerning in a leg fracture.
It's going to have to drag, I think it's a hay bale, up a hill. So, however you want to make your drag, you have to make some sort of... Tie a rope on up here, okay? Leave it long, and then tie some bracings like here, here, and not more than medical aspects. So, I would say 2 ropes, two things this long. Okay, the hay bale is going to go on it. Make sure that when you tie them together, that your crossbars are on. Okay, I want you guys to see your ingenuity. But you need to have some sort of drag. Tie it around, tie it this way, and cinch it down. Okay?
Help with that too?
Once the injured...
Can they take off their...
Both
people use the drag, or is one person pulling the drag?
We'll get to that. Okay, so you need to make some sort of sled drag. The third one, this is all you guys that are four-wheelers like me, actually use this out in the water when my winch goes. We are going to make a rope stick winch. Super cool. You can literally pull a truck up off the ground with this winch if you have it strong enough. Strong enough. As you rotate this. Okay, so we're going to use some 550 cord. Where's a long piece? Easily coming back apart. Learn that. Okay. Drag is over there. Take notes. Okay. Main line comes up. We are going to make an S pattern. Over here. Okay. That one is going to be tied off to the drag. In the middle of this one's coming this way, we make an S. Very important that you get this right. Take this down. Okay, a big S. You will take your first log and set it on here. This will be your what is it called? Fulcrum. Your lever. Yep. This one, and you probably want to use your bigger one for your lever, because this one will come in this way, and this will be, okay. So now you have it this way. For safety reasons, I want two pins driven in, one on this side and one on this side of the winch. When you start putting tension on there, I want a pin driven on this side into the ground, and that keeps that from swinging over when you put tension on it. When you have a truck or 5,000 pounds, will literally break your legs. So it's very important. Drive a peg in over here, drive a peg over in there. That is not negotiable. You will not be able to start winching until. All right. So I want a volunteer over here. Hold on to that. Okay. So what you will do is you will take this rope, I mean this log, and you will turn it. Okay. Then you will take this one, and you will turn it this way. Okay. Then, and that one goes, then there's a pin that's on that side. Hold on to it tight, which you won't be able to. Really pull this hard enough, I will snap this 550 cord. I will pull and probably snap 4,000 pounds. I'll let go before that. So then once it's over there, then you undo it onto this side. Okay, then you take this one, and you come back over here, pull a tree over. Okay, if you find a long enough log. Okay, so then you continue. This one flops back and forth. This one goes from here to here. Question? Yep. Yeah, about. The bigger around your log is, the circumference of this log, if you lay it out, is 10 inches per. The circumference of this log is about 8 inches. So each time you flip this log, this pie. 3.1415, whatever you want to go. If you're smart, you can go way out there. Yep. So you guys can go ahead and let those go. So there's 3 parts to this. Okay, stabilize the leg. You have to make a drag, a sled. Then you have to make your winch system. And then you have to read the rules. Okay, one first aid, out of evacuation. On you go. Not this one. One partner tree for broken leg is splinted. Okay. Okay, once you have to prove the split, the team will then build a shelter or gurney and a roof cap winch and haul the rescue load 35 feet uphill past the finish line. Fastest team wins to complete all of that. It's your first log, this log that's into the first S, then the other one comes back around.
Hey Ian, can I ask you a favor? Because I just, on behalf of everyone, can you undo the rope and do the S again and just do a couple of... Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Come stand around.
Yeah, no one's missing.
I have a question.
It's okay to make no.
How to do it.
When we're placing this though, like, we're trying to drag this up a hill, right? So is this going to be at that point up a hill, this S?
So I haven't been over there to see, but there'll probably be a painted line on the ground.
Yeah, because you'll stop right at that point when you're at that point, right?
How far past this? How far past the point you want to
Can we save the questions till after his demo?
I would probably go halfway between wherever you're at, because you're pulling things together. So you're actually going to pull maybe this end. So halfway between your anchor point and the finish line, put your winch in there. Or maybe a little bit forward of the halfway. Heads up, I know this is going to be behind the line. So if you guys want to get out your phones and videotape, this is my helmet. If you want to really understand. But I'm gonna. Okay, that way. What you do is you're going to take your anchor. I have it in my pocket. Sled. Make an S. Okay? So this one is going to be, I'm going to lay your log on top. Way back, okay? If I can touch you with my hand. This one, I have So this is so this one comes back and forth that way. This one comes back and forth. You're going to want to start with this one. You're going to want to turn it over and then go over. Think about it like an upside down G facing away from the stick. More than likely. So, when you drag your sled 35 feet up the hill, you're probably going to have to position yourself. So, you're going to have to secure it. Okay. You can tie it over hand up. Okay. And then do your S again and keep holding. Okay. You can do any now. Pretty much blocking it here, blocking it there. It should be on this side of the safety pins are plenty around. Because you don't want to keep it down there. When you're doing the vehicles, what I would do is I would just tie it this one. I know it's a lot to understand. This can help us. Yeah, this is really, really cool for any type of winch in the woods. Good safety contact as well. So when you walk it back over, When the winch is pulling up the hill, your winch can only hold up the hill. You cannot grab the whole winch and pull it. The winch has to pull it all the time. So get a big enough log that when you walk it over and winch it once, it does pick up more line than a speed. It's the point where you got to okay? Comprendo? Everyone, hable. Mucho hable. Mucho hable. Hasta ahora enseñado. All right. So you ready to walk up there? Go away. Drink water. Yeah, just get it to archery range. Drink water! That's it! Drink water! Yay! Alright.
Where do you want me to go?
They're heading out to the archery range, and they have to get themselves all situated on the back of the hill for this part of the range. Everybody's like hard to pull right now.
Any kind of adjacent folks?
Yeah, like spectators maybe, or some not medical team. Let me go talk to some spectators real quick. See if we can't get some spectators.
Are you ready?
We got a little spectator slash. So we can. I think there's spectator questions in there. Yeah, that's right. Cool. What's up, guys?
Hey, we got one more coming in here.
Cool.
My name's Daniel. What's your name?
You said Daniel?
Yeah.
I'm Jen. This is Miles.
Cool.
And then Jacob is coming with us.
All right.
Yeah.
One second, guys.
Quick roll. I don't think this is right now. All right. Good. Just like design your own storytelling experience. You did one. Very good. So, yeah, that's it. I know what I'm doing. All right. So, how many times put this book on you? There you go. All right. So, come on in, hop on in. If you want to sit by yourself, you can. All right. All right. So, okay, so let me show you guys how it's working.
Hey, Daddy, can you hear me?
That's cool. So you guys are gonna just kind of go through and answer some questions. The iPad is meant to.
Hello.
Okay, hold on.
So when you're ready, just one of you guys just hit start. Here, if you got any questions? Just
Okay.
holler.
This isn't my first time on a podcast, so
This is definitely my first time.
yeah.
It's my
All right,
first
great.
time too.
Well,
But
appreciate you guys joining me today. So Miles, the prompt says, "Welcome. Take a moment to introduce yourself and where you are from."
North Carolina.
You're from North Carolina. What brought you to Oregon?
I don't know.
All
what's your
right.
name?
Good to meet you, Miles.
Where are you from? I mean, why are you here?
Okay.
Does I need to play? No. That's just a thing to do.
Wait, can I just press that?
No, because it's recording the cameras and what's coming in on the microphones all at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah. So what about you?
My name's Jen. I'm from Oregon, and I'm here to support my husband Dalton and his partner Corey.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Cool.
How about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jacob. I am also here to support Dalton and his partner Corey. All right. How did you hear about the survival games? Start with, I heard about the survival games from.
My dad.
So you would say, I heard about the survival games from.
My dad.
No, you say the words. I heard about the survival games from my dad.
Okay. Heard the survival games from my dad.
Very nice. And what about you, Jen?
I actually heard about
Wait.
the survival games from Miles's Dida, Dalton, who has now spent his third time participating in the games. First time I've seen him participate, though.
Why did you come out today? Start with, I came out here because.
I came out here because
Fair enough. Good job.
I wonder if it caught that. I guess not. Maybe. Cool. That was pretty good. You got a lot of practice.
Best at.
Water rescue.
That is
That's a
very
good
impressive.
compliment.
Water rescue.
That is
That's a
very
good
impressive.
compliment.
Experience with doing survival activities.
Have to stop touching this.
I think I probably could bring some little bit of ingenuity to that.
The home, right? The caretakers of the
The
house.
women, yes. Yep, Daddy's got to do his part first.
I think the challenge that I would be best at.
Experience.
I've done it a
That's
couple
gonna
times.
do the one after this one.
Well, that's
Wait.
We're going to wrap this up and then we're going to go watch him.
yeah,
Be really fun.
yeah. So puberty was different for me. Not that deep.
But it's what we say. The tablet knows what we say.
Yep. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. Push.
We did all right there.
You got some jokes, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
gonna lie. Dogging on her, saying like, hey, the water's not that deep. I think you can rescue him.
Water's not that deep, bro. I think you'll be all right.
Say your name and what brand you are with. Start with, quote, my name is ... end quote. Why did you want to sponsor the survival games? Question mark. Start with, I wanted to be a sponsor because. What product or products did you send out here? And why does it belong at this event? Start with, quote, we sent out ... end quote. Who is the survival games actually for? Question mark. Start with, the survival games are for ... Start with one of my favorite moments. Sponsors. Introduce yourself, period. Say your name and what brand you are with, period. Start with, quote, my name is, ... end quote. What product or products did you send out to this year's games, question mark. Start with, we sent out, ... Why is the survival games a good fit for you to sponsor? Who is the survival games actually for, question mark. Start with, the survival games are for, ... Start with, quote, we are a sponsor because, end quote. What are one or two favorite highlights from this year's games, question mark. Start with, one of my favorite moments, ... sponsors, period. Why did you want to sponsor the survival games? Question mark. Start with, quote, I/we wanted to sponsor because, dot, 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 end quote. Introduce yourself, period. End quote. What product or products did you send out here? Question mark. And why does it belong at this event? Question mark. Start with, quote, we sent out, dot, 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 end quote. Who are the survival games actually for? Question mark. Start with, the survival games are for what is one or two highlights from this year's? What are one or two highlights? this year's event? Question mark. ... End quote. Dude, are you serious? Tony.
There's just a couple of things I want to take care of before we go into the last one. There's a white Tesla parked up top. It is next to or in front of the trailer for StoryBooth. If at some point if you can move that so you can bring that trailer down, we need to start getting that thing out of here. There's also 2 people that we need to speak to at the registration desk. Owner of a Chevy PNW. We just need to meet you over at the registration booth, and we're just parked really close to each other. So we'll do an incident report over there just to document if you guys decide you want to exchange insurances for any reason. You guys can do that and have a conversation. Miles is going to touch on. I know this last challenge is really tough, and everyone's feeling that way. This conversation just takes it out of you. I'm sitting there and I'm like, how do I tie it off again? So it's just that mental drain that happens when you're dehydrated, you're burning calories like crazy. It's the same kind of situation you see on shows like Along and Break. So those things to be mindful of. You get that kind of a brain fog, and then that's when accidents happen. So I'm going to hand it over to Miles here really quick, and we can just touch on a couple more things to keep an eye on. Before I do that really quick, so this next challenge is going to be happening in the water, but during the construction part of the challenge, we encourage you to be in the shade as much as possible. Even when you're waiting to do your turn or your repeat in the water, just stay in the shade, hydrate as much as possible. I'm going to hand it over to Miles. So.
All right, everybody, if you've been here the whole weekend so far and you have not died, make some noise. We're not allowed to win the game. Don't run, don't go pell-mell, right? That's one thing. Second thing, one of those dangers that we can't see is whether or not you can't swim. Right? You all know your own rough safety and competence level in the water. We have life preservers, aka PFDs. If you want one, we have them. They don't do anything if they're not on you. Right? No points are deducted if you choose to put a PFD on. So if you're not so confident in the water, please throw one of those on. There's going to be medical people on both sides of the river with little throw buoys. Right? If you feel like, maybe I need some help, give somebody a wave. Right? Everybody else needs to be looking out as well. What sound do drowning people make? Nothing. Right? You have to be able to breathe to make sound, and if you're drowning, it's something you see. So keep an eye out. Needs help, that is 100% a reason to yell, stop, stop, stop. All activity stops until that person's out of the water and stabilized. All right? It's hot out there. We've already had one heat casualty. I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. Drink water. All right? So you're peeing twice an hour. Shame.
I don't know what they do.
Okay, so Silverant is one of our sponsors. They are one of the best in the business when it comes to lightweight camping gear. Their stuff is titanium. It's basically indestructible. And we are looking at expanding a partnership with them to integrate their products into some of these challenges and stuff like that. But you can't ask for a better product when you're going out in the bush. Titanium stuff you can use for so many different various things. So how many cords? Oh, yeah, how many cords? Yeah. That's a good question. Maybe they did it in liters. I think they're Canadian based.
2,100 milliliters.
We are going to be building these challenges with sponsors in mind, and so there are going to be more of these opportunities for you guys to win gear based on your placing in the challenges as well. So, yeah, titanium is great. All right. Good deal. Yeah. So, sorry. All right. Thank you guys.
The challenge we just done now with the. What did we just do?
First aid challenge.
First aid extraction.
Joel, it's your turn. That's where we are.
Okay, so we got. I'm gonna give third, second, and first again. In third place, we've got Team 22. Second place, we have Team 6. And first place was Team 16. What were you saying when you were up there and you're like, we were working through the loops? Yeah. You're like, dude, I just don't want to finish middle place. That's it.
And this was the one I thought I wasn't going to do. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you. Good job, man.
Good job, everyone. You know, as they say, to save the hardest for the last. This one is going to be hard for a couple reasons. Okay, this is going to be a river rescue challenge. You're going to be in the water. You're going to be building a watercraft. And so if you have those questions, just save them. They're coming. Mr. Wildman, Dan Anderson, we're going to have Ian Anderson and myself. All three of us are going to sort of tag team here, giving you a demo. This is quite a complex build. It's basically going to be a kayak or a canoe, a bushcraft kayak canoe. You're going to be given a tarp, okay, and then you're going to have to harvest all the other material from the woods, and you're going to use quite a bit of paracord. Okay. We're going to give you a quick demo, but at this stage, you should know the knots. You should know all the lashings. On how to take care of those things. So we have pre-treated. But this is going to be left up to your interpretation. We are going to mention the key components structurally that you need to focus on to make this thing work. It's going to be challenging because why? Because of the amount of time it's going to take to get the results. Number two, you got to make this thing float. Okay? So think about buoyancy, center of gravity. You've got to take those things into account. So these sticks, quality stuff, if you can feel that you can bend it, it's really good stuff. If it goes just a little bit snaps, it still might be the only thing you get. You might have to do a composite. You need 5 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go with more, but it's going to take more time. When they say you need 5 sticks, that is the requirement for this challenge. If you go less than 5 sticks, you're going to be penalized.
That's minimum.
For the frame. So longitudinal, the longitudinal pieces. So we've got 2 on here. We're going to add another 3. So just so you know, that is one of the 4 components. It's not you have to have those 5. It's like there's a finish on the other. You want to tie that down?
Yep.
First things first, there's going to be 2 steps you're going to want to do to get to this point. Okay? First step is you're going to get your longitudinal pieces, which if you use your feet, okay, 11 to 14 feet. I wouldn't go more than 14 because the length of your top, and I wouldn't go less than 11 because you can start having some buoyancy issues. So around about 12 foot is good, is a good number. Okay. So pieces, make sure one is longer by a foot. Okay. The second key component is the boat. Start backing up to that. So first, you're going to start with the sides. The first thing we did was to take the 2 side pieces and we're putting them together and we're binding them at the front and the back, giving yourselves a couple inches, right? A couple inches. Don't go too close. Here is going to dictate the height and the width of your kayak. You mess that up, your whole kayak is going to have an issue. You can't backtrack. So what I'd recommend is considering is you need to sit inside the kayak and you need to have the gunnels, the sides, high enough so that you can paddle, okay, which is something else in order to come in. So you have to find the sweet spot here. And this right here is roughly knee height, maybe a little lower. Okay? And then width-wise, if you go the width of your hips, and I would go, what would you say? Like a
I'd say 2.5 feet.
2.5 feet? Okay.
You make it too thin, and now, so I was a sailor, he was a sailor, we understand stability. If your boat is real narrow and really deep, it'll just flip upside down when you get weight high. You want to sit down in the boat. You want it wide, you want a flat bottom, okay? So, on your, is this going to fit? Okay. Here's the thing that I screwed up on last year, and the reason I didn't do very well. Grab. Okay, will this fit? Yes. So you had a longer boat. We made it about this short. When we were stretching it out to get our things in there, they were snapping. Okay, so make it super long. Go from corner to corner. That gets your distance.
Yeah. So the length you should go over when you've got a big issue.
Yep.
There are a couple of things with material. These have to be supple. Okay, but with that being said, if you get pieces that have knots and knuckles on them, when you're standing on them, trying to bend them up into shape, they're probably going to splinter and break. So make sure that these pieces are like no more than thumb thickness and that they are pretty stout pieces that you can bend. It's obviously live, preferably a wood that has some good bend to it. With these side pieces, you can go thicker. These need to be more stable because they're holding the whole thing together, right? If they're too wobbly, then your whole kayak is going to be wobbly. But that being said, there is a too thick, because if it's too thick,
center of our kayak canoe, right? Your body mass has the most weight when you're sitting down, about right here. Your butt or your back goes up against this. Notice it's back a little bit. Your legs go under. So you've divided most of your weight between right this area and your back's going against this. And you might want like extra leaves or something in there to protect your tarp and your sticks. So maybe like a nice fluffy pillow that you're going to sit on. But you do not want to sit on this. Then you're coming.
one person, only one person. Just one person. So yeah, good question. No. Don't worry about two. Tony will work on it, but that's a good. Actually, is a relevant question. Yeah, you're not worrying about two.
What part was pre-made?
Is that all of this is pre-made? You make everything. This is all pre-made. You're not getting given anything pre-made. We pre-made this. We would spend an hour here demonstrating the whole thing.
And you only have 1 hour. Okay.
One other thing before we move on from here is you're going to take these and you're going to stretch them around, bind it off, and that's your framework to build off. Does that make sense? It's kind of like just one stretch hard, fold it over here, like Dana was front part be where the back be, and then that's going to be the structure that everything else comes off of.
Okay, Ian's going to kayak. Also, that question behind you.
So you last year cross member and the
Yes, so I've got a cross member. I take my piece that's bent, tying one end on this side, then one person is standing on it and bending and shaping it, bending it up to the other side, and then you tie it off. So you basically have a U tied to your cross member. That's one piece. You've got the other two bound. You stretch them open. You put that in, and then you've got up until the point that we've shown. We just added in more here for additional strength. You can add as many as you want. You can add none. That's up to you. This is going to add extra strength and rigidity. So think about time.
Another must.
Yeah, you can take a log, split it down the middle. You've got a long flat end. It doesn't have to be fancy.
We got twigs with brush in it. Some kind of paddle. Use your imagination. Paddle, kayak. So tie that one in, Dave.
Okay, so we're going to take this one.
Good question. You will get points deducted if you don't have a paddle.
Okay, so when we're tying this on, okay, let's just do, can't tie it on, tie a lot. So this is a hitch. Okay, so one other mistake that I made is I did not push down on this when I tied it. So my tips were pulled down and water went directly into it. You want to kind of bend your tips up. What do you mean by that? Yep. What do you mean by that? So I'll show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to push down on that, and I'm going to go ahead and hitch this one on.
Remember, wet wood, especially if you're using heat, but you're not going to have heat, is quite malleable. Okay, so don't overdo it because then you might break it, but you can get the bend in this.
So what he's doing, so when I get all the way back to here, we're going to push this one.
Choose your sticks wisely, but you need at least 5 and more.
Good. So then we're going to go ahead and put this one on. So if you just tie it on right here, and then when I flip it over, see how my front goes down. You ever seen a canoe with the dip with it going down, or a boat that has the bow going down? You flatten it out. That was another thing I screwed up. Okay, and then we're going to take it and we're going to go ahead and tie this one.
And this is where if you go too thick with that center pole, you can struggle.
How did you know afterwards where you messed up?
Does it say?
Yeah. Well, you'll find out later. You have to be able to go 90%. I think it's 90% of the full distance. Wouldn't hit the floor.
We don't have to go the full distance. Put our side ones on. If I didn't push down on it, so now responsibility. It is flat across. And it will help you stabilize. So what we're going to do, so I left a tail down here. So now I can take this and I can tie it around and half it. Okay. Half hitch. You can do anything you want. Now will you get points for it? Probably not.
Yeah, it was just facts. It wasn't
strong, but you don't want to walk.
Yeah, it was not.
So this is where you're not going to use less. You have two people.
The different types.
So then I don't have to put more.
Because I was like down. And we like had the canvas put right there. And I couldn't see it. Oh, hold on. That's perfect. So yesterday, when I forget what team she was, the one I think she's going to. Yeah,
Yeah, that'll
And then she got the fire going and she's next to me. She's like, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, that's all about that.
I was like, will I get fired?
If you don't get it this wide,
Every camera, like at some point.
Take everything off of them and just get them out of the way.
Like behind screen.
Which troughs you talking about? No, the 2 troughs that we set up for the water carrier this morning.
Any sharp ends that could potentially puncture your pump, that's screaming.
probably split different.
Well, here's the other thing you might want to think about. Is this
They're showing that? No, they're but last year it was a bundle wrap.
Get them is really easy.
You said shove some like grass or moss on the fit.
Your boat out right here. And what I would recommend, you drop this around.
I gotta go in the evening. You gotta put one. You gotta put one. You have it. So you all what you eat. You might slowly come to a good away.
And it might keep some of the water out.
Don't make sense.
Could take some smaller stuff.
My stepmother does not do that.
Just enough synapses.
Okay, he's not fucking. That's a guys.
Yeah,
He's so cute.
like those 11, 12 feet.
Not on this next.
Have to be in there.
It's already not the max we figured out the length.
3 feet wide?
It's up to you, wherever you want to go your boat.
Well, I know. Yeah.
I think you're pretty spot on. 3 feet wide.
Let's see. 6.
12 inches long.
Look at this.
Okay, question, 5-stick drill. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's so cute. Come here. This is it.
These two would be at the bottom and then any other questions? And you want to go light as possible and strong. Really?
If people can identify as deer.
Canoe/kayak. You're the raft. Bamboo has sharp edges. I could have said that.
Take a bit of drag.
Split a log in half out of a flat spot.
Even not a split one.
You are going to fucking call.
I don't know this one. Well, I don't know
That's making it real.
Tony!
Ready for the rules?
Ready to go? Alright. You cannot use these.
And then
Alright. For your last challenge, the river rescue challenge.
You are going to have. You are going to have right. Shut. You're going to have to build. You can spread out a bit more so you know the area. You're going to have 90 minutes to build it. We'll hit the horn when you're done building. And then after that, we're going to line up out here in the river. We will explain where it's going to be, but basically it's like these last little island rocks right here. We're going to have 12 teams line up first. The first 12 teams, 1 through 12. Louder. Estimate it should take you about 15 to 20 minutes to complete the course. Partner 1, you guys can pick which one's partner 1 and partner 2. You guys can decide. Partner 1 is going to start with the kayak and kayak all the way down. Partner 2 is going to be waiting for you at the far end. There's going to be a buoy. We will direct you where to hang out. So all partner 2s will be hanging out down there, waiting for partner 1. It's kind of like a relay race. When you get down past the buoy, you will switch positions. Partner 2, they can push, they can pull, they can swim next to you, but partner 2 has to be in the kayak at one point. At least one. Just one. Per team can be on the Hey Tony. Tony, we have a question. Wait for questions at the end. With a paddle.
Stick with a wider stick on the bottom.
What? At least one side.
Johnny, the question here was on the paddle, you need a push over the bottom.
No, it has to be an actual paddle. Yeah. It has to be a constructed paddle. You are here to learn a skill. You're not screw with the rules to be slick. I will punch you. Come on, Tom. Just kidding. Maybe I'll punch you. So you use bamboo?
Hey, I didn't even ask.
I would. Down, Joel. Do we want to let them use bamboo?
I don't think so. You don't think so?
I don't.
Because the time is already, and it's flexible, and it's here, and it's really hard to find flexible.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and say yes. Use the bamboo. By the way, my favorite saplings like this are the ones close to the water. So when you guys are looking out here, like walk the water's edge along the rocks and look for them. They're just kind of like growing out like weeds, and it's a lot of. To reduce complications, I'm going to say no collaboration. Really complicated. Yes. There's no time limit. I'm saying I'm estimating the round trip. The round trip will take about 15 to 20 minutes is what we're estimating. There's no limit.
But there is the 90-minute limit to build the kayak.
Yes, you have 90 minutes to build the best kayak possible. Just like the archery challenge, we gave you that full time to build, then we gave you separate. Time competition. You're all going to start from time, and then we're going to time stamp you as you cross the finish line. Oh, when you cross the finish line, you are going to exit right here. There's an arch. There's an inflatable arch over there now. You're going to carry it through there, and then exit to the right, just kind of like chuck your back to the side, like along the shore, out of the way. Do not drop it at the finish line, because the next team is going to run into it. Questions?
So during the first run, you
Yes. Partner 1 that goes down is by themselves, because partner 2 is already down there waiting. Next question? Yes.
Classrooms have designated spaces for us to work in.
Nope. Build wherever you want, wherever you're comfortable. But I mean, obviously in the water challenge-ish area.
Here's a big question I had a problem with last year. If your kayak sinks, and you both drag it behind you, or does one go?
If it sinks for the last 10%, I think typical rules like this says 90%. So you have to be floating and kayak all the time, so you can get out of the area just fine. You just can't keep dragging it along like a building underwater.
Yep. Everybody's built like 90 minutes is done. Then start.
How do you feel about that? Yeah. Say it again. It's going to kill a lot of time, but sure. But then you have to go back down as well to the bank.
No, I think it's.
90 minutes to build a kayak. That is not the race. That is not the race. You are not in the water. You are on shore. Right. Said 5 times now.
The rocks are super slippery. You're going to hurt yourself.
Of the team has caused
Obviously, like, assuming like sitting or someone sits in it, like at the bottom, like we're allowed to kind of push it along until we find like run right down.
Don't push it all the way down to 10 feet, get in it, and go. Right.
Yeah, I know. I just said
Yeah, remember this? I feel like you're bending the rules. You probably are.
Are we allowed to
Yes, yes, you can. Yes, you're more than welcome to test it during the build portion.
Oh, highly recommended.
Yeah. Past the sandbar over there, it is plenty deep to go ahead and test it. You don't have to come all the way down here. You can test it out there. Yep.
Last things about safety, we have 3 water stations. One is going to be down by where you guys built the logs for the water carry. Cold water, cold Gatorade on ice coolers. The second one is by the dining area. And the third one is going to be down where the spectators sit in the kind of beachy, rocky area. All right. Drink water. If you, for whatever reason, don't want to stop your build, and you need. The last thing, remember the log build, the water carry. That was tight quarters, and that was building a log this big. All right, that's the same quarters, and we're building canoes that are 12 foot long. So when you chop down your things and you're walking through the forest, don't do one of these guys and take out everybody around you. All right, just be hyper vigilant about proximity with your axes, your knives, your hatchets, your long poles. Thank you.
All right. One person from each team? No. No.
Alright, man. Thank you, brother.
Once you have the kayak, or once you have the large, stay here.
Attention!
We're just going to start from here.
Good luck.
Yeah, go any direction. All right, is there another? Should be another box. Yeah. Where's the other box? Box right there behind the orientation desk.
Single.
Tell everyone that there's some free because that also is going to be
I'll come to you, darling. I'll come to you. Thank you so much.
let me know if you need more. I will get the
Got this! Come back!
We're starting from here.
Look at my hair.
We told you guys that.
The sun's.
We're starting from this position.
Do you see?
Please return to the lessons area.
I have to pee.
Dan will be the one. Everybody back?
Everybody back. Everybody back.
What the? This is
Okay, stop walking. Get ready? 3, 2, 1.
Sorry about that. It was a silent alarm. All right, here we go. Next one.
Look at that. Wow.
Go to the right area. Where's the right?
I have Linda grabbing some sponsors.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, Jim.
I'm almost here. I got halfway and then I got.
No, that's fine.
I'm ready anytime during this time. Thank you.
Right now, getting his U-Haul for him. He's on the trailer out. And he put his U-Haul on. I'm done. Tired.
You can have.
This one should be kind of interesting, man.
Oh, dude, this is my favorite one. I'm not going to get all the shit pre-done.
It's like, come watch. I think it's all, it seems like it's all about.
I've seen contestants out here. There ain't no boat above water. It's all above. You ever seen a leprechaun with like 2 teams on one boat?
I'm not sure. I think it's the same. I don't think so.
Because last year they tied the
You should,
I was glad to see once I guess you got it.
Yeah, this weather's been great.
Oh. Okay. What, the 100 degrees. Same kind of last one person really
I bet every time yesterday, you know, because that's exactly what it's like.
Okay.
Oh shit. Alright.
Well, this, I noticed my hair, the hair just starts to break. So I don't know, when I make mine, I don't even, the shortest hair is going to the longest necklace, so there's no break. Right. And we do it.
Sell, baby.
Did you already do your first? I'll just talk about
Little trailers, but I'd like to.
Alright, well, we can run for you. Just talk about what makes you willing to be, yeah, the
Brick?
well, yeah, that too. What makes us tick? What makes you tick? Why do you?
Listen, why do I want to be a...
So you can get on this side, and you sit right here in this first little chair right next to the door.
Okay.
You can put those headphones on. Okay, so you can come on in on this side. That's right. So, that's right. Okay, so this is just a set of questions that sound right? Sound good?
I don't know.
How you sound? Okay, probably pretty good. Okay. So when you're ready, this iPad will just guide you through it. So you'll just hit start story. Begin story. Then set it. All right. Here we can close this one. All right. Go ahead and hit the iPad. Go ahead and touch the iPad. There you go. Hit start story. Yep. There you go. Okay. So you're just gonna answer these questions and talk. Good. Okay.
You can tell we haven't done it.
Oh, that's fine.
Hi. Oops.
All right. 1 second.
Hi, my name is Debbie Twamala, and I'm here at Pacific Northwest Games, and I have pine needle baskets, sterling silver, and horsehair necklaces.
I enjoy making obsidian knives and the leather sheaths, using antler and bone handles on them. I like to come to these outdoor gatherings and primitive skill gatherings.
Well, I've wanted to sponsor because and participants, and we we love to do our art and to give back to the community and share our items.
Rings. I just wanted to come here and share some of the knowledge that we have and share some gifting with some of our new friends here.
Well, I brought some sterling silver pendants. I bought horse as a primitive skills, watching the games, and my pine needle baskets. They can be primitive or as elaborate as you want, and they fit into the primitive skill.
Yeah, I like to do the flint napping, make
Survival games are for those that are participating, and you're getting back to the basics and learning new skills, or those that have been lost.
Yeah, you would think the survival games are just for one person. Survival skills that maybe they had never seen in their life. And those of us that have accumulated that skill and the knowledge, it's just as much of a pleasure for us to pass.
What are one of the two highlights for this year's event? Start with one of my highlights this year. Well, one of my highlights this year is just coming to the Pacific Northwest Games. We've been wanting to come for the past and share the stuff that we make.
I guess one of the most rewarding things for me was seeing some sportsmanship. One of the ladies was having a new contender jumped in and helped her be successful. And the good sportsmanship, I thought that was wonderful.
Yeah, and along with this good sportsmanship, that's exactly what this all is about. Just because you have a team of two does not mean that you can't help your fellow partners when you're done. I think that was just, it was not only one person that stepped up to the plate, so that was just really spectacular. Done. Oh, we've never done this.
The one thing we probably never added to it was the food. For camp life is 5-star.
Yeah, I have a secret. The food is actually my favorite part.
This, for food-wise, the best by way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say 5-star for camp food. It's 5-star.
Well, she added a lot of elegance to the ruggedness. So, yeah, we didn't add that because I was constantly justice.
Now I know what this is all about.
Redneck style.
You know, Tony told me.
And you get that huge dynamic of background. And you get that huge dynamic of backgrounds.
Yeah.
You know, you got city folk.
Totally.
You know, construction guys, that kind of stuff. Well, 22 home. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, do I need it? I'm like, nope, I got the realtor. We're going to put an offer on. And here we are 22 and a half years later. Here we are. And saw the potential of a small farm. Reached out with our local Clackamas Soil and Water Conservation and became an associate on that based on works as opposed to being redneck, trying to figure out the old way. So a lot of the input, fencing, cross fencing. This was just strictly an overgrown farm that hadn't been touched in probably 15 years.
Interesting.
So I saw what we could do with it. So we started out with a small project.
Really?
And so we worked with NRCS and we planted 400 trees to fish. So it was kind of cool that we all practice 2012. So we didn't realize the county, out of all the counties in the state of Oregon, we were picked for 2012.
Really?
And so we have a sign hanging.
What was the criteria? Like, what's the in terms of
of all the people that know what's going on,
right?
And then and I didn't realize, but they had planned every tree every 3 days. 98 to 99% success rate on all of our. So here we go. We water all these trees, and no, they're dying, and the other ones they're thriving. So it's just kind of let Mother Nature do its thing. And
what was it about this specific property? Obviously, have some sort of attachment, or you felt an immediate attachment to it.
It is a sunken horseshoe.
Okay.
If you do the sky view of it, there's a house to the north or on the south on both tips of the horseshoe. And it's secluded. Nobody can see you. I have no neighbors other than just the one to the north. Makes some family events. And it's a private piece of river that most people don't have that opportunity to, because this is deemed one of the non-navigable rivers, which means you can go up and down it all year round. This one you can't. It's one of 2 rivers in the state. We have signs up just says no trespassing, and most people abide by that. When we first moved here, we had hate to say the term is river rats. They'd come downriver with barbecues and have a big party, and I'd be left with the trash. Yeah. And so, sure. So, blind offer, the amenities. Could take off. This started here.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So it was boots on the ground. We met each other. We stood back out of the way. If there was something that popped up, I'd help out. Or majority of the time, I just stayed out of the road.
Yeah.
Year number 2, that's when it clicked.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, what made you want to say yes?
Stepping out of the comfort zone.
Okay.
That's all this is. It's
But I mean, there's a lot of people, beautiful piece of property, and you're using it here in a way that seems there's something perhaps different about your and Mary's.
I've got a slice of heaven. And I got the opportunity to fish happen.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that's why and experience that stepping out, believing in Tony and Phil's dream.
Yeah.
I want to be part of that.
Yeah. You're a huge part of it. And this whole thing.
I don't think you're going to find too many.
Yeah.
Year an hour fire and ice, so it was like, okay, we're good, and fire everything up, but still it's like this
Doing this.
getting I don't know, bonding with them or throughout the year, so it's kind of like an extended family. But again too, we've got consistent, that's that fun community of survivalists.
I was wondering what you would want to say around that to someone else, like a fellow property owner. Like, what would you say to them noting or something?
The Boy Scouts. This is a child. Here in 2004, moved here. I think the biggest thing, being in a small town, where they were steward and trying to put it onto ours and maintained so that
and then Jim, someone who's using their land in a steward. Obviously, you have systems and rules and like how things are supposed to go on the property.
Right.
But I think it's a very nice private life here.
Sure.
My friends and I were talking about this recently about like this desire to escape and like self-isolate. And what I think whole subculture of people that are developing around this idea of the survival games, and to get to a point, they need a community hub and a nexus to do that. And you and Mary have said yes, like, hey, we will be. And there are many wealthy people all across the U.S. who have beautiful property. Found my piece of land. I have my property. I have the people that I like, and those are the people that I'm going to allow.
Right.
You don't.
It's. I use steward, and I know what you're trying to go for, but it's the biggest thing. Boy Scouts, growing up on a small piece of property.
Yeah.
And you can't to be a steward.
Right.
It's I don't know, a calling.
Yeah, I think that's it. I like that word. I think that's it. I think it's seeing this as a calling of like, yeah, and you're like, you guys are improving it. Like, where do you want this to go? Survival games, and like, what would you want your role to look like in it? And I'm not saying this. I'm just curious. I'm asking, like, what's your vision for this?
I see Tony too. I've accepted that, but if I can help them year to year until they're ready to take that next step, that's their call. But I go with a bigger property, which is fine. I got to experience the first 4 years.
Yeah.
And if I can make it 5, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's for my opinion, but I think that there's something to, because what also happens is become a traveling circus of sorts.
But that's what we don't want.
But exactly.
And that's my philosophy is I want quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And yeah, I could chase the dollar to the nth degree.
Right.
We're secluded. That's what makes it awesome. I'm gated. Again, we want to when the first day that we opened up back in 2024, we're finding a new life.
Huh.
And they would come through here. Too, I just want you to know the gate closes right after you come in. So, and I inform them that, and you're welcome to meander around the whole entire farm. You're welcome to come see the dogs, the pigs, the cows. Come enjoy it. That's the whole idea. That's what I strive on.
What's the
chaotic, but it's fun because that's what I thrive for. Is what gives me memories and smiles.
Yeah.
And I look forward to the next year to do it again.
Team like they got there.
Heard about it.
It was awesome, dude. It was really cool.
It's little stuff like that.
Because the other thing, like on the logistics side, like I saw, obviously you have your friends at the fire department, but like, what's the back on this type of stuff, and just like
pretty much, we carry we carry our insurance. Legal Shield as a promotion.
Right.
We do sponsor them, and we also partake in that.
Yeah.
Handshake.
About that is if there's one group of subset of culture.
It's the thing of the past.
Right.
It's getting harder and harder, but it's handled. Off to Kat and Tony, like, okay, these are all spoken for, and they're like, first come, first serve, buddy.
That's funny, man.
Trying to remember some of that stuff. I'm good with faces, names. I was contested, but now I was a guest. I'm like, well, hey, glad to have you back. Watching. It's getting smoother and smoother.
Totally.
That, it could take off, and they just,
surprising thing here for you that you kind of are like, okay, I can do this. Like, I'm an electrician. Like,
I'm a bad husband.
Yeah. It's going to be a few people.
So, she's like, you did what? I'm like, yeah, we're open.
Making a good team.
So,
yeah.
She's having fun this weekend. She's down here, help ourselves. That's what it's for.
Right.
It was cool because helping out. So years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah. One of my good friends. It's for many years. That you're supposed to do in a relationship. That you're supposed to do in a relationship. The logistics. So that I think it's only a matter of time until again, when I look at someone like you, I like kind of this thing. Again, when I look at someone like you, I like kind of this thing, and I see a path. But it doesn't have nobody knows who like. But it doesn't have nobody knows who he is. Inviting, democratic, and
again too. One of the pet peeves around here: plastic clip that holds your bread shut.
Who's eating bread?
You twist it, put the bread tab back on. No, they're all over the campsite. I'm like, why is it that I?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things that you're like. I expect that, but it's just random.
Yeah, I can see
bread.
That's awesome. I just see a bunch of Amazon orders for all their stuff. Hang on, I need 25 teams. I need 50 of them, right? I'm a little bit more of a contained operation. Can we get this?
Happy to help. Then this year,
it seemed like it worked great. It was ingenuity. Like,
don't build a janky.
Yeah.
Past that one, but
kind of the celebrity aspect of this in terms of the alone comfortable here. And I think a lot of that is because of the philosophy that you and Mary are able to take full advantage of your property stuff. And I think it's awesome how you guys here on your property.
Shrubbery here. And it's great for shelters.
Yeah.
And to use the obnoxious weed. I mean, we're winning for society that we're thinning it out. I mean, there's more to it than just cutting it down. But I mean, it's helping it out, and it works great.
Who could chop down a blackberry bush and fastest challenge? Jim's been wanting this hillside cleared for about a year.
I go, well, I got 15, and I says, you're gonna love this one. He's
I've got a bunch of people.
They killed the whole side of behind my house.
Yeah.
And it's great because it helps keep the fire danger down.
Yeah, invasive species, which they are,
right?
Or invasive.
Well, blackberry,
or it might not. Or you also don't necessarily need to have a bunch of legwork to get rid of it.
Right.
There are natural means like the cows.
Yeah, approved.
Yeah.
That's why I took the classes. So okay, if I for it again, it's one of those things you just a little manual work, or use the animals to do it. That's a win with the stewardship.
Did you grow up in Madison County?
It's like Oswego, but it's the poor side.
Oh, I mean, I live in Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, so Lake.
It's in Lake Oswego. Okay. I don't know. What are you saying? Lake Grove?
Lake Grove.
Yeah. What's your tie to Madison County? Ohio?
Well,
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. I
drag them out for a holiday.
It's in Cincinnati. It's one of those things where I love.
Well, don't get yourself short. You might be moving back
So
this will get bigger for you, and
Yeah.
then you'll be
Thanks, man.
central office maybe there,
Yeah.
one here.
I'll plant in
Okay.
Columbus.
Yeah.
So my hope is that they're going to do a direct flow.
Guys, have a
Yeah.
little pull.
Right. Yeah.
This is the one.
What was this one called? The boat building?
Yeah, they built a raft.
Yeah. Built.
So all you see is a head and the boat.
Yeah. But it's also only like 3 feet deep, so we're okay.
Yeah, well, in some spots, yeah, it gets.
Let's see what we got.
Find out who called me.
Yeah, got a couple messages as well.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So have you been on mic before? You're kind of comfortable?
Yeah, no, I can. So you just want me to hit start and okay. So let's begin the story. Outdoor Element, we want to sponsor the Pacific Northwest Survival Games because they outdoors with the skills to accomplish and really just make their story by their own hands. Life across the board has had many featured spots all over the natural, all made in the U.S. Fire starter that uses white pine and an emulsification process to be shelf stable and take. The survival games are for anybody who enjoy the outdoors, somebody who wants to challenge themselves to learn a skill set that our great-grandparents knew as everyday life. Love to be on an adventure, or just somebody who wants a challenge, just to try something new. Those are the kinds of people who need to come out to the survival games. It's a phenomenal way to find out if you truly, whether it be a little bit of cardio conditioning, whether it be learning your knots, how to handle an edge tool, and how to think outside the box and staying inside the parameters for the challenges is a lot of fun. It's just an amazing time. I think anybody who comes down here, even as a spectator. One of my biggest highlights this year would be with the Fire and Ice Challenge, and Esther just being an absolute rock star and not giving up. The way that she literally got it down to the wire when she finally made that fire cut. Amazing. Everybody roared and screamed. It was phenomenal. Another highlight for me this year, from what I've been observing, is just the camaraderie. All the new folks that have shown up to try it for the first time, and the folks that have been to a couple of games, just taken foremost and to help each other. And you can't really, being isolated is a bad thing. Cut that last part out, please.
paddle somebody. You also need a paddle. It can look like anything. So you should call it a drink. Do you want that? He's giving you a fresh one?
Okay, great. Will you just like pour it over my head? Thank you.
Right at the end.
Of my face. Thank you very, very, very much. Very kind, sir. You know what? It's not. You have a paddle.
Might work over.
I'm just going to literally put some really good ones because they need to honestly make it
I have some delicious ice cold water if anybody wants ice cold water.
Five, remember? Five. No. There's 5 left.
Thank you very much.
It's 5.
What? Oh, 5 total, yes.
It's 5 total for the boat.
One here, one here. Two there.
Okay.
Just keep going. That one. All the way across. And then when you're at the front,
I'll go behind it.
You're good. You're good.
and then you tie on that side.
Alright, this is going to be our 5th one.
I love it.
Bring it down
You got
here.
this one over here.
Tell me when you're in a good spot.
Tie down first over there. And then when you pull it up, kind of pull it.
We're good, then, guys?
Yep. Sure, I can go your way a little more.
Okay.
This was.
Okay, where do we want it, right here?
I would flatten it. Take a knife and flatten one side off it. Like 4 flat top. It's not, it's just flat off. So just take it. Flatter, just sort of 4 flat. Don't go all the way around. You have to come off over here and help with that.
Oh, look at you guys! Oh, I like it!
As long as there's not a knife out.
Yep, that's true. But
Looking out.
that's
on it. We're gonna somehow wrap it down and.
Oh, nice. Okay, keep going. Work on that. All right. Yeah, they said they want it over
Oh, I think, yeah, that's.
There you go. 3, 2. I like that. I like the way you carry that. Oh, so not the orange one that doesn't
Start in the middle of the road. And then you just
Ready?